Hello, peoples. Kyushu92 here with yet another One Piece chapter reaction and review. I'm starting to sit up straight now instead of being hunched over all the time. Sitting up straight with good posture. But good morning, everybody. We're finally here. Last chapter we left off, Luffy has completely crashed the party, coming out of Big Mom's highly anticipated wedding cake with clones of himself, obviously using Brulee's power. With Big Mom with a big my cake. But let's get on into it. So we got a cover page for Shonen Jump with everybody here. We got My Hero Academia and Boruto, and Luffy, of course. What? He is always on the front page. But we got the the 6 One Piece character popularity poll starts now. Each one of our over 600 characters is making an appearance. They have the biggest spread page for popularity poll, and it just has 600 characters on the front here. I can't even name them all. And I haven't even gotten to the title page yet. But, here we go. Wait, hold on. They didn't have like a cover mini page on here like they normally do. But, chapter 863, sorry that took so long. The Consummate Gentleman. About 3.5 hours ago, Beige's hideout. A mirror inside the wedding cake? If you can put a mirror up in there, we can jump straight from Mirror World into the inside of the cake. That'll be pretty sweet, right? Ah ha ha ha! She.
Are you crazy? Don't tell me you're planning on destroying the cake. You lot have no idea how much Mama's been looking forward to that thing.
Hey you, back in that forest, you made copy of Nami's and the others, right?
Oh yeah. Brulee can take the image of someone reflected in a mirror and project it onto someone or something else.
And this is Chopper talking.
And what about it? Okay, I got a bunch. Make all of these little guys into me. What?
Luffy went out and got I don't know how many creatures so Brulee can make clones of him into those creatures. Everything, the preliminary preparations have gone off without a hitch. At present wedding hall, a bunch of people have burst out of the cake. Mama is still speechless. This is quite the performance. No, Dufeld, this is big news. This is one of the pirates of the worst generation. Oh, that was Margins. Margins, I remember his name. Hold on, let me read that properly. No, Dufeld, this is big news. This is one of the pilots of the worst generation. It's Straw Hat Luffy. Rawr. Why is he here? And why are there so many of him? Run! The cake's coming down! Oh boy, Big Mom is gonna be so mad. What's going on? Pudding, hold on! It started, and it'll be over in a second. I'm counting on you, Luffy. So Straw Hat, Luffy, and the others didn't die in Prisoner's Library. Mon Dieu! So he really was lying. That choker opera, he just saved his own skin.
Straw Hat, you say? That punk.
Oh, she's got the veins coming up.
The cake! I was looking forward to it.
Mama, please, remain calm. We understand how you must feel, but... Head chef, please run. Mama's acting quite dangerously.
Bring me another cake.
That's impossible. Wedding cake or life. Oh, we haven't seen this look in her eye ever since she went on a rampage. And that was the last time we saw Jinbe introduced into the whole cake arc. She's getting that death look. She's getting the circles in her. Oh boy. Wedding cake or life. It's Soul Pocus. She's going to suck out your lifespan. This is a scoop. She's calling out to the attachment that all humans have to life itself. If you are even the slightest bit afraid of death, look, there it is. And she's pulling the souls right out of the chefs that are around her right now. Snap! This is crazy! Mirror World, go, go! Big Mom's going crazy out there. We're halfway to our wits' end here, too. Everyone in the hall's losing their minds. Have all of them made it out? This is the last Luffy.
I won't forget this, darn it.
Time for us to go too, Pedro. Okay, we'll back up Luffy. And obviously this is Jinbe and Pedro speaking.
Our turn too. We've got to back up Sanji. Yeah, I got the earplugs too. We're gonna save Sanji's family.
Nami, Carrot, Chopper, respectively.
We're leaving the rest to you, you human scum. Is he really such a bad person? He's the worst.
And Gastino, Caesar, is crying. I don't know if it's an evil cry. I don't know if it's an angry cry or a sad cry.
Those who steal my fun, I shall steal their lives. Monkey D. Luffy, I remember you. Which one? Which is the real Straw Hat Luffy? Come then, to the new world.
And this is flashing back to when Luffy said that he's prepared to fight her, and he took all her tribute that was coming from Fishman Island. Fishman Island was under his control now.
Come then, to the new world. You're the one that hasn't yet become the Pirate King, right? Once again, I'm picking a fight with you.
Oh, wait. Oh, he's speaking back to Big Mom in a flashback when he was in a prison library. And now we're flashing back to... Yeah. Once again, I'm picking a fight with you. Just because you're a Yonko doesn't mean you get to be cocky. I'll get Sanji back, just you watch. We'll be the ones that win in the end. The cake's collapsed.
Which one is Straw Hat Luffy? How dare he destroy my wedding cake?
This guy's insane. Who'd ever think to go with a chaos-causing plan like this? I mean, no one even dare coming out heads-on like this anyway. It's me! He willingly jumped out of the clones to fight Big Mom! And Beige is looking like this. You willingly came out in front to show yourself! His eyes are blank and his mouth is down to here. That is the best response ever. And Big Mom says,
I'll crush you.
He's covered in cake. It's a gaggle of straw hats. There it is, the portrait. That's easy. Vito, Gotti, ready to launch it. Yes, we can rip him up at any time, father. Inside the cake, after Luffy breaks the photo, we'll go in 3 seconds. We'll go in 3 seconds later, okay? Game faces everyone, and Carrot and Chopper are just eating the insides of the cake.
Zeus! Prometheus!
Yes, mama! Yes, baba! Gomu, gomu! Uh-oh, he just armed up with armament hockey. What's going on? What just... Woo! This is the real one. The rest have just had their appearances changed by Brulee's mirrors. They're animals from the forest. Don't pay attention to them.
I see, so it's Brulee.
What the heck is this? What the heck is this? My hand and feet are stuck, and I can't get them out. What power is this? And lo and behold, Luffy just got hit and stuck by Katakuri Dogtooth. Dogtooth Katakuri. What power does he have? It looks like tar or something. Maybe it's syrup.
Dogtooth, are you trying to save me? You're a lowly child of mine. Don't presume to overstep.
No, Mama. This guy was after Mama Caramel's picture.
How does he know that it's so crucial?
How does he know that it's so crucial? That should be a fact privy only to members of our family. Spit it out. Who told you?
Crap, the plan's going awry. We gotta break that picture.
Sea current lifter. Ooh.
Luffy, leave it to me. Kairyu Ipponzio.
And that translates to sea current lifter, written in kanji for black tea instead of presumably because Jinbe is using tea instead of seawater to save Luffy. Oh, that's cool.
Quit analyzing me like that.
And he knocks out Luffy from whatever move that was.
Oh! Dogtooth's a Logia type. He has the Mochi Mochi no Mi.
Which translates to, mochi is the name of a sticky rice cake sweet and also the descriptor for sticky chewy things in general. So Dogtooth's a Logia type. When is the last time we've seen an actual Logia type since, I don't know, the Dressrosa arc maybe? It's been a while.
Dogtooth's a Logia type. He has the Mochi Mochi no Mi.
It's Boss Jinbe!
Jinbe?
If you got some water around, you can get out of it, but better not to touch it at all. I'm the one that told Luffy about Mother Caramel. You hear rumors and whatnot being under you for so long.
You're not going to give up on quitting, I see. But how dare you take the side of the criminal that destroyed my cake? I assume this is outright mutiny, no?
Please, do not think of it that way. I'm quitting your organization. I want to join the Straw Hat Pirates.
What?
What big news! Former Shibukai Jinbe is joining the Straw Hats! And I can imagine this is going to appear in the forthcoming news, and everyone is going to learn. Everyone else from the Worst Generation, Kaido, the Navy, everybody.
Do whatever you wish after leaving. I couldn't care less. But to leave, I'll need you to make payment. I doubt you'd want to live with the shame of not doing it either.
Yes, if you promised not to lay a hand on any of the others, I'll lay down as much lifespan as you care to take.
What are you saying, Jinbe? You can't join my crew if you're dead. Lifespan is my favorite food, I see. Looks like you really don't like me. Choosing to rather die than to be somewhere you don't want to be. Can't sympathize with that. Nope. Fine then. Make your move, fool. Stay or life.
Life. No way, Jinbe's actually...
Stay or life.
Impossible. His soul isn't coming out. Whoa! It's not working! Big Mom's power isn't working on Jinbe. She keeps saying stay or life. And she's sort of like, huh?
How come your soul isn't coming out?
His soul isn't coming out. He isn't scared in the slightest of Mama. There's no way a man that intends to join the crew of the future Pirate King will cower at a mere Yonko. You better talk to that lady, Jinbe. If you won't take my lifespan, then allow me to at least offer up a cup of sake. Mama can't take away his lifespan. This marks my departure from the Big Mom Pirates. Thank you for everything. In the middle of the operation, you're so cool, Jinbe. Chopper, you're right. This has got to be the coolest moment ever I have ever seen. This means we're enemies now, right? Wow, here she comes. Whoa. And... Yo! Out of nowhere, a thin, bony-looking Luffy comes out of nowhere and smashes the picture with a hammer, with the subtle, yo! This is so nice! I love this chapter! This chapter is hot. This is better than the last one.
Ha 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 ha! Congratulations, Jinbe. This means we're enemies now, right?
Oh, wow, what a last panel. And it just ends. Okay, let me reread this whole panel correctly because I believe I read it wrong. There's no way a man that intends to join the crew of the Pirate King will cower at a mere Yonko. Big Mom is speechless. If you won't take my lifespan, then allow me to at least offer up a cup of sake. Mama can't take his lifespan. This marks my departure from the Big Mom Pirates. Thank you for everything. And he just sets a cup of sake down. In the middle of the operation, you're so cool, Jinbe. Yay! From Luffy, yay! Ha 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 ha! Ma. Congratulations, Jinbe. And she just steps on the cup of sake. Such disrespect.
This means we're enemies now, right?
Wow, here she comes, whoa! And then we see someone stepping in and they just smash the picture with a mallet. Yo ho ho. Who is this Luffy? And the picture is broken. The picture is broken straight in half with a mallet. And that's the end of the chapter. Oh, such a good chapter! So many things. Let's start the review. First of all, I'm surprised they didn't have like a cover story like they normally do, but I guess this is because of the character poll and the celebration of their massive 600 character poll. But we move on to seeing that all the Luffys are pretty much all the animals that Luffy went and round up and used with Brulee's power. And that turned out to be his plan all along. Let's put a mirror inside the cake so that way I can come bursting out at the right moment. And of course, we see that Beige goes along with the plan. Brulee unwillingly goes along with it. And everyone else has the plans of... hiding inside of the cake. Nami hides inside of the cake. Chopper hides, and so does Carrot. So that way they can come out 3 seconds after everything has transpired. So that way they can back up and help Sanji. So after that, the whole thing is in disarray. The whole wedding is in disarray. And Big Mom is trying to figure out who it is. Margins mentions that it's Straw Hat Luffy, one of the worst generation, and that snap Big Mom... No. But I'm stepping ahead of myself. Big Mom goes into her food-hungry craze like she did before Jinbe came and stuffed that food in her mouth and caused her to go back to normal. Because you remember maybe about 10, 15, I don't know, maybe over 20 chapters ago. Sorry. Big Mom went on a rampage because she was craving a certain type of food and she was destroying everything in her path, including her own city. Even going as far as to... I think she killed the floating sun that was there, or she tried to eat the floating sun. I think she made the sun blow up. I can't remember specifically for that chapter. But Jinbe came in and gave her some food and that calmed her down. Well, now she was in another one of her food crazed states. And she was pretty much yanking the souls out of all the chefs that helped with the cake. I don't know if the head chef got swept up in that. I didn't see his face in that panel when she took the souls of those other chefs. But they're dead. And we also see that Margins mentions that it's Straw Hat Luffy of the worst generations. This snaps her back to reality and she gets mad, and she also remembers how Luffy said that she wanted to fight her in order to get Sanji back, and that he was going to become the Pirate King. So she starts looking around for the real Luffy, and Beige was in the background wondering, well, this was a clever plan, hiding yourself among your clones so that way you can cause as much trouble as possible. And Big Mom's looking for him. So Luffy takes the initiative and just jumps out from all the rest of the clones and says, "Here I am," completely ruining the element of surprise to the dismay of Beige. He's looking like, "Oh, you idiot, why did you jump out in front?" So they get ready to fight, but he literally prepares one of his gum attacks before he gets hit and stuck. He got hit hard enough for him to bleed from that blow and stuck in sort of like a mochi substance, which just so happens to be Dogtooth Katakuri's devil fruit power. We find out that he is a Logia type and he ate the mochi no mi. Just how versatile is this fruit? We don't know, but considering he's the commander of a Yonko, I'm pretty sure it's pretty versatile. So he ended up hitting Luffy and getting him stuck in his power so much that he couldn't unstick himself. Think of it as like, you remember the story of I want to say Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby. That's what comes to mind because that's how Luffy looked to me when he got stuck. So afterwards, we see Kairiui Panzioi, with only one person capable of using that with great effect. We see Jinbe coming in, not using seawater or the moisture in the air, but using tea water to wipe away the mochi that was entrapping Luffy and free him completely. So we finally see the final confrontation, the final conversation between Big Mom and Jinbe. So he said the panel that happens before the final one is just so good. We see Jinbe saying, well, I'm leaving your crew, Big Mom. And Big Mom saying, well, you know you can't leave my crew without making payment first. So life, stay, or life. And then he chooses life because Jinbe says, I'm willing to lay down my entire lifespan to help out my future captain, my future king of the pirates. And so she goes to say, stay or life, and he chooses life. But Luffy doesn't want Jinbe to give up his life because then he wouldn't be able to join his crew, obviously. So she says, stay or life, and then he chooses life. Nothing happens. She says, stay or life. A bit more confused turn this time, and in a bit more confused tone this time. Nothing happens. Stay or life. Nothing happens. Stay or life. Nothing happens. Stay or life. Nothing happens. Jinbe's soul is not getting sucked out when she says that. Somehow, he is making himself immune to having his soul sucked out by Big Mom's power. The first time we're seeing this. No one has been able to resist this. Not even Big Mom's own children. He is completely immune to her power, and everyone is awestruck. Like, all her children is like, this is impossible. His soul is not being sucked out by Big Mom's power. Then Jinbe delivers one of the greatest lines in this chapter, and in one of the last time I haven't been this hyped from hearing Jinbe say something ever since he bodied Opera and saved Luffy. Like, first of all, would you like to get out of that cage before we continue? I haven't been that hyped. He says, no man would cower in the face. No man who would be I gotta look at this chapter again. There's no way a man that intends to join the crew of the future Pirate King would cower at a mere Yonko. I haven't heard talk like this since Brook was talking down to Big Mom like, young lady, what grown man would ever think that it would ever be a good time to die? Brook spitting them hot fire at Big Mom. Now Jinbe spitting that hot fire at Big Mom. I was like, you better talk to that lady. You better talk to her. So he also tries to offer up a cup of sake as an act of peace. I think this is Jinbe trying to be nice before he goes all out. He's trying to offer up he's trying to leave out on a good note, because I feel he doesn't want to just... Big Mom does not realize that Jinbe is actually doing her a service by offering her a cup of sake and not bodying her in front of her own children. He's saying, I'm offering you peace now. Please take it. But she smashes the cup in front of him and says, well, we're enemies now, if that's what you're saying. So she's prepared to go after him with both Prometheus and Zeus. Oh, we also found out the name of Big Mom's power where she sucks out the soul of other people. It's called Soul Pocus, which I would love to read the description on. But out of nowhere, we see the end of the chapter where only two subtle where we see two subtle panels. We see a subtle person poke their head out. I wonder if anyone sees me. And then he goes right over and smashes Mother Caramel's photo. Oh, things are about to get even more wilder than usual. With a subtle, yo! Brooke, you crazy. But I love you. Oh, this was such a good chapter, and it doesn't say that we're going on break, so I cannot wait to see this next chapter. And let me know what you thought about this chapter. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What did you think about all the things that transpired in this chapter? And let me know what you thought as well. So I cannot wait to see you in the next video or One Piece video, depending on how I feel. And I will see you all in the next video, so take care, and as always, later, peoples.